Don't let your scraps go to waste. Let's turn that kitchen trash into garden cash. Did you know that nearly 30% of the food we buy ends up in the trash? We're literally throwing away black gold. Today, we're going to stop the waste and start the transformation. We're turning your kitchen scraps into the most nutrient-dense soil amendment on the planet. So what exactly is compost? Think of it as a biologically active superpower for your garden. It's decomposed organic matter that requires just a few basic elements: air, water, and a balance of greens and browns to thrive. Why bother? Beyond the obvious. Less trash in your bin. Composting reduces CO2 production, saves you money on store-bought fertilizers, and introduces vital microbes to your soil. It's a closed-loop system that feeds the earth and conserves water. Today we're breaking it down. Let's get dirty. Your microbes are starving for a balanced meal. Let's serve up some carbonara. To make compost, you need to feed the organisms living in your pile. These microbes need two things: nitrogen and carbon. The greens, nitrogen-rich. This is the fuel that helps organisms grow and reproduce. Think fruit scraps, grass clippings, coffee grounds, and those soggy vegetable ends. Even paper tea bags and crushed eggshells counts. They feed the microbes, providing protein and water. The browns are carbon-rich. This is the energy source. We're talking dried leaves, shredded cardboard, wood chips, and twigs. They absorb excess moisture and create air pockets, which help to prevent odor. The magic happens in the ratio. You want roughly 3 parts browns to 1 part greens. If you have too many greens, your pile gets slimy. Too many browns, and nothing happens. If you're looking for a great way to manage your indoor scraps before they hit the pile, check out the compost bin options on gardeners.com for easy kitchen storage, or use an old storage container. Is your pile suffocating? Give your microbes some breathing room before they raise a stink. Composting is an aerobic process. That's a fancy way of saying the microbes need to breathe. If your pile lacks oxygen, decomposition slows down, and fair warning, it starts to smell like rotten eggs. To keep things fresh, you need to turn your pile. If you have a compost tumbler from gardeners.com, just give it a spin. If you have a traditional pile, use a pitchfork or shovel to move outside material to the inside. Then there's water. Microbes need moisture to move and eat. Your pile should feel like a wrung-out sponge. It should be damp to the touch, but if you squeeze a handful, you shouldn't be able to wring out a stream of water. If it's too dry, give it a light sprinkle with a hose while you turn it. Stop. One wrong scrap could turn your black gold into a rodent resort. Don't soil your reputation. You can't just throw everything in there. To keep your compost healthy and safe, avoid these big no-nos. 1. Meat and dairy. These attract rats and raccoons, and most backyard piles don't get hot enough to kill the pathogens found in rotting meat. 2. Weeds and diseased plants. Unless your pile is consistently hitting high temps, those weed seeds will survive and gift you with a garden full of weeds next year. 3. Compostable plastics. Most of these require industrial composting facilities to break down. They'll just sit in your backyard pile for years. 4. Pet feces, specifically cats and dogs. These contain parasites that are dangerous to humans. Stick to herbivore manure if you have it. Stop beating around the bush. Here's how to tell if your gold is ready to grow. How do you know when your compost is done? First, the pile stops heating up. Second, you won't see any recognizable food scraps. It should look like dark, crumbly chocolate cake, smell like a fresh forest floor. Before you use it, sift it. Use a simple mesh screen to filter out large twigs or those pesky produce stickers that never seem to disappear. Take the oversized bits and throw them back into your pile to start the process over. Let it cure for a few weeks before adding it to your plants. You can use it as a top dressing, just like mulch, or mix it directly into the soil when planting new seeds or starting larger transplants. It's also great for rejuvenating old potting soil. Don't throw in the trowel. If your pile is a hot mess, I'm here to soil the mystery. If your compost starts acting up, don't panic. It could smell bad. It's likely too wet or has too many greens. Add more browns, leaves, and cardboards. Turn it to get air in. String flies. Your greens are too exposed or you don't have enough browns. Bury the greens in the pile and cover with a thick layer of browns, or add browns Enter. Nothing is happening. Your pile is probably too dry or needs more fuel. Add more greens, water, or a compost starter to jumpstart those microbes. Not hot enough? You want a temperature between 130 degrees and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's too cold, add more nitrogen-rich greens and give it a good turn. Don't have a yard? Don't leave it to chance. Let's find a community that's ready to dig in with you. Not everyone has space for a backyard tumbler or compost pile, and that's okay. If you're in the North Texas area, we have some incredible pro options that can actually handle things your backyard pile can't, like cooked meats and dairy. Option number 1, the City of Plano program. First up, if you're local, check out the Plano Community Composting Program. How it works. There is a small initial cost to join, but it's free after that. The perk, they have multiple drop-off sites around the city. Bonus, because they use industrial composting methods, you can include cooked meats and dairy, items we strictly ban from our backyard compost. Option 2, Recycle Revolution. They have one central drop-off location with somewhat limited hours. I would call or look online for their hours. Catch, you have to pay by the pound, so it's great for smaller households. Perk, like the city program, they accept the heavy hitters like meat and dairy. Option 3, Curbside Pickup Services. If you want the lazy gardener special, sometimes me, look into services like Turn Compost in Dallas or Cowboy Compost in Fort Worth. They offer curbside pickup. You just put your bucket out and they do the dirty work for you. There are more options available. A little digging with Google can help you find local composting that fits your needs. Composting is one of the simplest, most impactful things you can do for the planet. If you're reducing waste, sequestering carbon, and growing healthier food, it's a win-win-win. Don't be afraid to experiment. Every pile is a little different. If you found this guide helpful, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and share your composting wins or fails in the comments below. Let's grow something amazing together. See you in the garden.